Alright, so this is just going to be a quick little video. There's not a lot of videos out there that goes over how to clean microfiber. A lot of different ways to do it. It seems like, you know, there's not really a standard way. What I would recommend is potentially getting microfiber cleaner. It seems to be hyped up a little bit more than probably it should be. The alternative, which is much cheaper, is just like a detergent that has no perfumes or dyes or anything like that. This one's called All with Stain Lifter Free and Clear. As long as it says free and clear, you can use that. As far as I'm concerned, it works the same. I actually haven't used this yet. I just picked it up because I hadn't had this. So I want to try both. I don't know, I guess maybe I'll have a review if maybe I think I know that there's a difference or something like that. But either way, I would say you're probably fine with one of these. I would also recommend, another tip is making sure you separate the dirty ones from the not so dirty microfiber. So there's like a microfiber wash mitt. That's pretty dirty because I used it to clean the car. And this one was for door jams. And this one was also very dirty. But this one was barely used. I mean, I guess this part's a little bit dirty, but the rest of it's fine. So that's going to be in a different load. I'm just going to do 2 loads because I don't have that many. 2 loads is usually the most I can do right now with how many I have. This one maybe either way, depending on your situation. I actually didn't even use this one. These were a bunch that I have never used. Another tip would probably be to clean new microfiber, because apparently there's some sort of coating that doesn't allow it to work as well. So before you use them, wash them once. So these are actually, all I've done is fold them nicely, and they were just sitting here. So these will definitely be in the cleaner load. The one load that's cleaner, and there's another load that's dirtier. So these will be clean, these will be the dirtier ones. So I can just sort of make it as even as I can. There's not really a big science that goes into it. This is a white drying towel that I'm pretty sure I used. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I did. So I'm gonna use this in the cleaner load, and then there's gonna be the dirty load. I don't know, I haven't decided. My poor drying towel got so dirty today. I was washing my Jeep, and of course it was so dirty that even when I was doing a little bit of drying, it picked up some dirt. So unfortunately, I think it'll be fine. I'll put it in the cleaner load because I don't wanna kind of cross-contaminate. That's another thing a lot of people talk about. So there's 2 loads here. These are just really the dirty. This is a cheap one. I don't even know why I still have it, but that's definitely going in the dirtier one. This one as well. This is that dual ply. So that'll go dirty. So small dirty load. The other one that's not so dirty is a little bit bigger, but you know, no big deal. So all I would say is you can use this. It has its own little measuring container at the top, or you can use this. I would assume that you don't need a lot. You don't want to put a ton of soap in it. I don't think you need a ton of soap. The only other thing that I would say is important is to not wash in hot water and not dry them. That's really just because it'll burn out the fibers. So what I would say, I wash mine in warm water, and then I put them in the dryer for like 5 minutes just to make them a little more fluffy, and then I let them air dry the rest of the way. So I don't know, I feel like that works a little bit better. So, but maybe it's totally wrong. I don't know. It seems like everyone says something different. So these are, I'm gonna do this 1 load, and I always do small just because there's really not a lot of stuff. Some people recommend doing a little more water so they get washed out easier, but there's just not a lot of stuff here in 1 load. There's not a lot. You could do a medium load, I suppose. I guess we'll save the environment here. So put them in, turn it on, pretty easy. I almost forgot, I said I dry them for 5 minutes. It's just on the coolest setting to dry. It really doesn't do much. There's not much heat, but you definitely don't want to do it hot. So maybe if you're worried about it, I would say don't even dry them, just let them sit out. That's what most people do, especially if they're really worried, because once you burn out the fibers, they just don't work the same. Like this one, it's just, it sticks to your hand, and it's just not that nice. So you don't want to ruin them, because then you're kind of screwed. That's the whole point of microfiber. With that said, I hope this was helpful to some people. I've been thinking about doing a couple more how-tos, and you know, the microfiber area, I did a couple already. So we'll see what people like, and if maybe my knowledge can sort of rub off on someone else and they can learn something. But that's all I know. That's what I do, and it works pretty well. I haven't heard anyone say, oh, Brandon, that sounds crazy. That sounds crazy. The 5-minute drying is sort of debatable. It's all good, and it's working for me. If you have any critiques or comments or questions, just let me know. Thanks. The bi-xenon headlights. These things are amazing. every time I drive my Jeep, which just has the regular halogen lights, it's like, it feels like I don't even have any lights on. It has cornering lights, they're super bright, they look great. I've never owned a vehicle with these on it, and I knew they would be nice. But I can definitely see why people pay extra for LEDs and stuff as headlights, because I'm sure those are even better.